Welcome back to part 2 of this series. We're going over a total of 40 things a truck driver will face throughout their career, and we're going over the next 10. So let's continue. Number 11, road rage. You will encounter aggressive or reckless drivers cutting you off day in and day out. Number 12, this is more directed to those who want to become an owner-operator, but toll booths. You're going to be paying for tolls at various points, so you want to start budgeting for that in advance. Number 13, regulations. You want to get familiar so you can comply with federal, state, or local law regulations, which goes hand in hand with number 14, your logbooks. You wanna be compliant with your logbooks. You wanna keep accurate records of your driving hours and your rest time. Most of these DOT officers, they go straight to your logbook because they know they find a lot of violations within them. Number 15, you will be dealing with poor customer service, with demanding or difficult clients or customers. A lot of them, they just want to go to work and go home. They really don't care about the service they provide. They don't care about where you got to be. Developing patience could really help you in this situation. So number 16 and 17 are going to kind of go hand in hand. Number 16, inspection stations. Having to pass weigh stations or vehicle inspection sites. Number 17, vehicle weight limits, ensuring that your load does not exceed your weight limit. A lot of these weight scales will be cracking down on those who are overweight. So you want to make sure you're compliant with your weight limit. And if you are hauling overweight, you want to make sure you have your permits and all your documentation to prove that you can legally haul that. Number 18, driving through construction zone, navigating through road work that can slow down or change the traffic pattern. A lot of times I see drivers, they're driving, but they're not paying attention to vehicles that are stopped ahead. So by the time they approach it, they're like, oh snap, and slam on their brakes. Don't be that driver. Be mindful of what's happening in front of you at all times. I see a lot of cars who do it. They're approaching, coming in hot, right? And at the last minute, they're braking. So it's even, get into the habit of also using your hazards to signal them, hey, slow down, something's happening up here. So number 19, which is a difficult one, is parking. Finding a safe, legal place to park the truck for rest overnight. A lot of people are cracking down where you're allowed to park, and it's getting harder for truck drivers because when you're done your load for the day, you need to sleep. And by the time you get to a truck stop, all the parking spaces are taken. So it leaves you like, oh my goodness. So if you can plan where you're going to sleep for the night, it's best to get there as early as possible. But I do know that's challenging in a lot of cases. And man, that's a real thing out here. And the last one for this video is also directed more towards an owner-operator, but it's your insurance cost. You're going to be dealing with high premiums and coverage if you're just starting off in the owner-op business. Your first year might be the most expensive year because you're new. So it's like, insurance agencies don't know if they can really trust you or not. So your premiums are going to be pretty high. So you want to compare that to what to the load you're going to be hauling to see if you're going to profit off it. You don't want to haul something and just break even. So take into consideration your insurance costs. So there you have it, the next 10. Stay tuned for part 3 for the next 10. If you like this video, I ask that you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share with somebody who might find this useful. Until next time.